my Jujubes. Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly be so happy if you did. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you could be notified every time I upload a new video or a short feed or whatever the case may be. So we're going to keep talking about ethic. I hope you guys are still as intrigued as I always am. I just wanted to show y'all a little bit of something. Okay, let me go ahead and give you a brief information. I'm a Kindle and a hardback reader. I'll do Audible for certain books, only if Nicole Small is the narrator because I can't listen to a lot of people. Kerry Height, I think his name is. He's okay, but only for the cartel books. Like he can't narrate nothing else. I'd be confused. But for the most part, I'm a Kindle reader because I'm impatient. Okay, I don't like to wait. If the book come out on the 15th, I want to read it on the 15th. I don't want to wait 3-4 days later. I want to read it right then and there. So because Kindle is so convenient, I usually all of my books are on Kindle. But for this ethics series, I went and purchased all the hard copies for the book. And I just walked in my room today and saw them stacked up so neatly. Look at that, y'all. I was like, look at all my Ashleys. So I have all of the ethics series here. And this is my Butterfly 3 book. I don't have Butterfly 1 or 2 in paperback, but I am going to get them because I'm going to go through that series with you guys as well because it's near and dear to my heart as well. But I just thought I would show y'all that all of my paperbacks right there. But hey, guys. So we only have a little bit left in Ethic 5, which is here. And so I'm not going to do both books in this video because I want 6 to start out on its own. But this book is pretty much finished. But I don't know if I talked about a part to y'all. I feel like I skipped it. Today I just had spicy noodles and some chicken leftovers. I don't know if I told y'all about the part where Ethic shot Amik in the in the gut. He ain't kill him, but he did shoot him. I don't know if it happened in. I don't know if what book it happened. It had to be in 5 though, because I don't know, but he shot Amik. Okay, he went to Amik looking for. It had to be in book 5 because when she sees, okay, it had to be in book 5 and I must have skipped it. I don't know how, or maybe it was in book 4. I don't know, but Ethic went looking for Messiah when he couldn't find him, so he walked up on Amik like a warehouse and asked him, told him like he started saying out his information. Amik Harris, son of somebody, his address. His daddy was, he said, your daddy's in a correctional facility for something. And so Amik would start reciting his information too, like Ezra Okafor, whatever his address is. He was like, are you trying to be funny? And he was like, nah, I thought we were just giving out, reciting information. And he like, well, I'm going to ask you once where Messiah is. And he was like, even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. And so you just might as well go ahead and pull that trigger because it ain't like that. So he was sitting there and then he just shot him in the stomach. And he was like, I'm going to ask for him. He was like, so you been in on this? He was like, I know you a little bit more calculated. And the other one, he a hot head, just kind of like Messiah. But you calculated these moves. He was like, so what? What was the plan? For y'all to get close to me and to get rid of my family, to get rid of Mo. And he was like, Amik was like, nah, Morgan was never the move. He was like, man, Morgan is the sun. Every time she come around, you know, she light up The scene for us, we mobbing all day, running the streets. We didn't have that chance. And for us, Morgan brings that for us. Here's our okay. So he left him alone. I mean, he went to the hospital, and that was the end of that. I can't believe I skipped that part because that was a good part, and I can't believe I skipped it. I don't know how I skipped it. I don't even know where it is in the book for me to even go back and see like where I skipped it at. I'm annoyed that I skipped it. So after shot Mickey, well, his name is Amik. Mickey is a lady down the line. But I'm mad, y'all, because I can't remember where. Hold on, let's see. If I can go back. See, if I was on my phone, I would be able to find it real easy. But maybe it had to happen before then. I don't know where it happened at, but I just want y'all to know that he shot him. And I feel like it was like right after he found out that Messiah had got Morgan pregnant and he needed to figure out where he was. And I kind of feel like that was when he might have shot him. It has to be, but I can't even remember. Like, I wish I was on my phone so I could tell y'all exactly where it was at. Because once he found out that Morgan was pregnant, and like I said, I think he was, or maybe it happened. I don't know. Well, he shot him, put a hole right through his center. He ain't killed him though, but he shot him when he was looking for Messiah, and Messiah wasn't gonna tell. I mean, Amik was never gonna give up no information about his friend. He was like, I move like that. He was like, so if that's what you want to know, even if I knew where he was at, I wasn't gonna tell you anyway. He was like, so you just mad to go ahead and pull that trigger. But because Amik told him that Morgan was the son, he knew that it wasn't no malice towards Morgan when it came from Messiah and Amik and Issa. There wasn't any. She was never a part of the hit. It was always just ethic. I'm so mad that I can't find where this happened at. But I can't believe him. I'm going to look through the book on my Kindle, and I'm going to put it in the description box exactly where it's at, because I'm mad that I can't find it. But the only reason I'm bringing it up is because at the end of this book, we going to come across it, and I couldn't remember if I had told y'all about it or not. I'm going to use my other candles to hold. I got every single candle, just in case y'all want to know. I have Ethic, I got Messiah, I got Mickey, I got Issa, I got them all. I even got 2 ethics at this point now because my friend Malika bought me one, and then my brother wanted to buy me another one, so I have 2 now. But I won't burn either one of them because I'm just caught up. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the book. So I know I left off with Morgan at home in her room dealing with the sadness of Messiah still not being here. She got dressed, sprayed his cologne, put the jersey on, and she fell asleep. Morgan is putting herself through a lot of torture when it comes to this, because ain't no way I'm spraying no cologne of a man that done left me. I don't want to smell it. I want it all gone. All of it got to go. But, who am I? So, now we go back to Bella and Henny, whom I love so much. They supposed to have their own story. I don't know how certain it is now with everything that's going on in Ashley Antoinette's life, but I know she was supposed to be writing a story for them, and it was going to be called Bloom. So I'm hoping she still do that because I would love to hear about Bella and Henny when they get older. So Bella laying in the bed, she get a text message from Henny. He's talking about, you coming to the hood today? She said, if you're going to text me this early in the morning, that ain't the first thing you need to say to me. So Bella is wise beyond her years, but she's still a woman, girl. Okay, she's still soft for Henny, but she's definitely trying to put in. She's definitely trying to put it out there to let Henny know how she will and will not be treated and what she will and will not tolerate. Okay, and this little Bella only 13, so he wound up sending her another video. And I mean another message, but then the message was a video and it was him singing. He was singing that Kevin Campbell song. Tevin Campbell, excuse me, song. Old school, the Come and Talk to Me song. And she like, what song is that? I don't know that song. And then she was like, oh, you should have never let me know that you could sing, because now I want you to sing every day. And he said, now, are you coming through the hood or what? And then she said she can't because she had cheerleading tryouts. So, what is this? When she told him that she didn't know the Tevin Campbell song, he started singing the Chris Brown song. And she was like, oh my God, how do he know I like Chris Brown? Chris Brown is my favorite. She got posters up of Chris Brown all in her room. I said, go ahead, Bella, because Chris Brown my favorite too. The grown Chris Brown, though, not the baby, the grown. I like the grown Chris Brown. He the only light-skinned man that I've ever been infatuated with, because that man. Okay, but so she told him that she had cheerleading tryouts or whatever, and that she couldn't go, but she would ask if she could see if she can come later on. So while she listening to Henny singing, now she done went to YouTube and saw the little covers that he got on there. So Easy busts into the room and she like, Easy, you need to learn how to knock. And he like, who is that on your phone? And she like, nobody. And then, who is that boy? And she like, nobody. And Ethic like, what boy? She like, nobody, Dad. She was like, it's just a guy on YouTube that does, covers for other songs. And he like, oh, okay. And he asked, was she ready for tryouts? And something about her uniform. He was like, you only have tryouts, B. You haven't even made the team. She was like, oh, I already know that I'm going to make the team. Like, this, it's nothing. Bella with all her confidence. So she goes to So he tell her like, well, Lily gonna take you to tryouts, and I'm gonna take Easy with me because Alani's not feeling well. He like, what's wrong with her? She was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know. She just said that she wasn't feeling well, so I just want to go ahead and let her rest. And so she said okay. And so Lily took her to tryouts, and he went back in the room to check on Alani when I'm sorry. Don't act like that on my video. Sorry. She went back in. He went back in to check on Alani before him and Easy had left, took the ride, wherever ride they was taking. And he went in there and brought her some soup, and he was like, here, I brought you some soup. Like, I just want to make sure everything's okay. We're going to be out for a little while, but we'll be back, But if you need anything, give me a call, and I'm going to come right to you. And so he told her, like, breathe. And so she said she didn't even realize she wasn't breathing until he told her to breathe. Because I'm trying to tell you, a man like Ethic, honey. And so he was asking her, like, what's hurt? Like, what's hurting? Like, what can I do? Because he feel helpless. Like, I don't know what's going on. All she kept on saying is that I'm really tired and I just really don't feel well. And he said, okay. And then she said, I just want to rest. I just don't feel that I'll be okay. I just need a few hours alone. And so he told her, like, look at me. And she like, I can't, Ethic. I'm not mad at you. We're okay. The sun just hurts. I have the worst headache, baby. I just want to keep my eyes closed and go back to sleep. So he said, okay, kissed her on the forehead and he left. So for us, we know that Alani is miscarrying again. And she didn't want to tell Ethic that this is what was going on because everything around them is already so chaotic with Morgan and the baby and Morgan not liking her and them trying to figure out their love life and little Bella going, in and out. And she just didn't want to add any more damper to his already chaotic life. So she didn't tell him what was going on, but that's what was happening to her. She was having a miscarriage and she just didn't want to say anything because she didn't want to also tell him that she didn't know if she'd be able to give him any more children because she has endometriosis. So having a baby is hard for her. She's had a lot of miscarriages in that time. So Morgan, now we flash to Morgan. She's going through all of the text messages in her phone from her and Messiah, back and forth about how he used to make her feel and how he loved her so much and how just, the messages that they go through over and over again. And so this woman, she said, I'm high, but I just been thinking you bad for me, Mo. I ain't cried in a long time since I was a kid. I ain't been a victim since then, shorty, till you. I'm your victim, Morgan, because you're killing me. And when you're there and I'm here, I could be crying. He said, you messing me up, Mo. I ain't even the same Negro no more because of you. I just want to get it right. But I'm also so wrong. Ain't nothing good about me but you. So she went through all the messages and, taking herself through a heartbreak. So then all of a sudden, she decides, like, well, I'm about to call him. Now, she done called this man 1,000 quadrillion times since the whole breakup and all of that stuff. Now, they probably have been apart from each other for about, I'm going to go ahead and say maybe like 7 or 8 months. Maybe like 6 or 7 months, somewhere in between there. Because she's pregnant with the baby now, but not close to delivery, but big enough to be showing. And so she just figured, like, I'm just gonna call him. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and call him. So she called him and the phone rang. Normally it was going straight to voicemail because he had to block her so that he wouldn't answer her calls. Like, he would listen to the voicemail that she would leave, but he would never call her back because it was just too much for Messiah to have to deal with. And it's not okay. I don't condone, even though I love Messiah, but he did her wrong, though. So she called this one last time and he accidentally but answered. And she heard him in the background. Now, what she heard in the background, and I think she might have said when she picked up when she heard the phone pick up, she was like, Messiah? You know about, oh my God, like, I've been trying to call this man for it's like my whole life, and now he answered like, Messiah. And then she could hear him in the background. She's like, Messiah, please, I miss you. Come home. Just come back. I don't care anything about anything else that you have done. Just come home to me, Messiah. And of course, he can't hear her, so he's like, yo, that ass looking all right today. And she like, Messiah? And then she like, is he with another girl now? She upset or whatever, and she talking about, look back. He talking about, look back at it, boy. I'm just saying, you getting thick as waist, slim, as fat. Whatever you're doing, keep doing exactly that. Morgan was sick, because now she felt like he done left her in the situation that she in. He cannot miss her like she missed him, or he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. But it's not. He's not doing anything. It's the old lady that's sharing a room with him at the where he gets his at his hospice. So it's not what Morgan thinks it is. But for goodness sake, that's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like to her. And so he tell her, like, I hate sharing his face, but you ain't so bad I can get used to this. So she called his name again. Because now she like, oh, you all right. Because you talking, you playing around. Here I am, dying over here. I can't breathe, sleep, eat, or do nothing without you. And here you are, you done moved on. Now you're here talking about sharing your space with some girl with a big booty. Like, that's just not going to work. So he finally realized that he had called. And when he put the phone to his ear, she was like, Messiah? And she heard his breath catch. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call. And she was like, come back to me. And he hung up. So that kind of sent Morgan to a whole nother space. Like, at first it was probably okay when she was calling and he wasn't answering because she just assumed that everything was over. But for her to hear him and to think that he has moved on from her and just left her like that, like that's like taking the Band-Aid, ripping it off the Band-Aid, and you know how you get that first layer when your scab first about to heal and somebody just sliced the scab right open. Like, it's now she just bleeding out. She's emotionally bleeding out. So she gets so frustrated, she gets so upset, she takes her phone and she throws it against the wall and it breaks. So now she's trying to talk herself out of hurting herself, okay? So she's freaking out, she's sad, she's crying, she's telling herself, like, I gotta learn to love myself, I gotta learn to love myself, I am my woman, I am a woman, my crown is not his to repossess, because she the one that got the razors, because she about to go ahead and slip some up. And she's reciting all the things that Ethic has told her, trying to replay all the stuff that Nair has told her. And you know, she's telling herself, like, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, because she just having a whole mental breakdown. I understand the breakdown, though, because I would have been like, oh, he got me messed up, because I need to go figure out where he is. But all of a sudden, somebody knocked at the door, and it was Ethic and Easy. Who knows why Ethic went to go see Morgan at the time that he went to go see Morgan, but he saved her from hurting herself, or trying to at least. And then when he opened up the door, the first thing she said to him was, he's never coming back for us. I'm here with his baby and he doesn't want me. And so Easy, like, I want you and the baby, you know, I want you and the baby. I won't ever leave. Okay. So she's crying, trying to get herself together. And then we go to Messiah. Okay, you got to get his side. So he's sitting there, of course. Now his whole entire mood has changed because A, he didn't know he answered the phone. And B, I don't think he really wanted to add any more hurt to Morgan at this point. Like, you done already broke her in half. Like, there's no more that you could possibly do to Morgan right now. And so the lady like, you okay, Romy? He like, yeah, I'm good. And so now he like, why did you hang up on her? You know how you be thinking, like, dang, like I could have just told her. Like, why did I hang up on her? So he tried to hurry up and call her back. And when he called her back, it's going to voicemail. So he hang up, call her again, it's going to voicemail. Hang up, call her again, it's going to voicemail. Now, mind you, Morgan's phone is broke, okay? Me and Ashley, I felt like we was finna fall out. Because, like, why you just didn't let her answer this phone just this one time? I know you had to continue on the book, but I was so hurt. Like, please let Morgan answer the phone. If only for her to get her closure, but of course she couldn't answer because the phone was broke. So then he got upset. Like, okay, forget it. He done got up, snatching the tubes out. I'm finna go get my girl because she needs me. Like, she needs me. All I can think about, all he can hear in his head is, come back to me, come back to me, come back to me. He like, don't worry about it. I'm finna go get her. Like, don't even worry about it. Get this all up off me. Get the tubes out of me. I ain't doing no more chemo. I'm breaking out of the hospital and I'm going to get my girl. And I'll figure out all the rest, I guess, when I get there. But Messiah's weak. And he can't. And so the lady like, nurse, like, come help us, because he done flipped the mattress over because he is upset, okay? Because he want to get out of there and he want to get his girl. And so now they ask him, like, what you trying to do? He said, I need to leave. I have to, man. She needs me and I can't even take 2 steps out of this bed. And then he get to thinking, like, well, if I go back to her like this, like, what am I going to be? I'm going to be a shell of a man to her. And so he asked the lady, like, how much longer? Like, how much longer until this is over? Because now I don't even want to be here either. Like, I just want to go ahead and go. She said, there's no concrete. Your fight isn't over. The moment your mind gives up, your body will too. He said, it ain't even worth fighting no more without her. So he laid in the bed thinking about Morgan. Of course, he couldn't call her, so he calls Blue. And it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. She like, Messiah, is everything okay? He like, yeah, B. He like, I just wanted to hear you just to say thank you, you know. I ain't nothing, but you stuck by me to the end or whatever. And she like, Messiah, is everything okay? It's 4 in the morning. Are you okay? And he like, Ain't nothing all right, B. Like, she said, Messiah, you're not making any sense. Like, you're really scaring me. He like, it's okay, B. Just go ahead and go back to sleep. So he go into the bathroom and he get his gym bag that Blue had brought there. It's got all his stuff in there, his pistol, his clothes, or whatever the case may be. So he take the pistol out and he sits or he stands and he takes the gun and decides like, this is it. Like, I can't go out like this no more. I'm not finna sit here on the bed and let the chemo take me. I'm gonna go ahead and end this for myself. And so there was just so much pain, and Messiah was ready for it to end. Messiah gritted his teeth harder and opened his mouth. Now, imagine he's standing in the bathroom about to give himself a good night, okay? And all of a sudden, he hears something like, Messiah, no! And so he like, everybody, wait a minute. So he freaking out, thinking like, did I just hear? Like, did she hear? So he opened up the door, looking out. And she like, I'm begging you, please, Messiah. So he like freaking out, thinking like, is she in here? And so Morgan is in her bed on the other side of the world. And that's when she wakes up and screams, Messiah, no! And so she's thinking to herself like, oh my God, something is wrong. He must be in trouble. That's the reason why he won't call me. That's the reason why he won't come to me. And she woke up and she's talking about, just bring your ass home. And he like, I can't, shorty. And so she done flipped off her covers because now she freaking out too. Like, is he here in my house? He thinks she where he is and he thinks she where she is. So everybody just freaking out. She said, something's wrong, she whispered as tears came down her. She said, as tears came down her face. She said, oh my God, Messiah, where are you? Okay. So that's it. That's how Ethic 5 ends. Okay. Messiah is in the midst of trying to give himself a good night, and Morgan is somewhere trying to figure out if he in danger, or she got to figure out how to save him. So that's how Ethic 5 ends. But I am gonna put in the description box what chapter Ethic went to go see a Mick, because it ain't in book 5, y'all. It's not. It's not. It's in book 6. So that's why I didn't remember telling y'all, because it's not in that book. Okay, I don't have to look, y'all. It's not in that book. It's in book 6. To be honest, it's in book 6. Oops, sorry. So, like I said, y'all, Ethic series is my favorite series, and I probably could read it 1,000 more times after this, and I probably am. But I do want to do other books. So after I get through with the Ethic series and all of the books attached to it, I do want to do other books. There's a lot of other books that I've read by, I'm not going to say a lot of other authors, because I'm kind of like an Ashley Antoinette diehard fan. But I do read other authors, especially women in my book group. Like there's Ashley Marie. I'm reading Betrayal by her right now. There's Nina, the author Nina. She has a book called On Us 1, 2, and 3. That's another one of my favorite series. And so I love that. I also read a lot of books by this girl. Her name is Arthur Storm. She's in my book club too, but she's an amazing writer as well. I've read almost her whole collection as well. So I do want to do other books on there. So you guys drop in the comments below and let me know like what books you guys want to discuss. If I haven't read it, I can go and read it, and then we can do the same thing for those books, because this is something that I enjoy doing. And it's exciting for me. So just let me know. Of course, I'm going to continue the Ethic series. We still have Ethic 6, Christmas with the Okafers, The Invitation, before we start Butterfly series. So I'm going to do those as well. Because I'm still waiting myself on Butterfly 4 to come out. So that's it, guys. So if you are new here, like I said, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I post a video. I want to see you guys back here tomorrow. Same place, maybe not the same time. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye, my jujubee.